Welcome to ONRUSH Transmission. ONRUSH has 4 game modes. Can you give me a little overview of what each one is?
Countdown is the closest thing I guess we've got to a race, where you've got gates that everyone's trying to race through. Every time you hit a gate, you score some time, because your timer for your team is always ticking down.
Okay.
And if your time runs out, it's game over. So you've got to do everything you can to get through those gates or stop your opponents from getting through the gates.
Switch mode is inspired by first-person shooters, where you have 3 lives. Every time you get taken down, you lose one of those lives, and you have to shut down the opposition before they take your team's lives away. Lockdown is fast action, king of the hill, trying to capture the zones with your team, stop the other team from capturing the zones, and you constantly chasing the next zone. So it's fast action and awesome team play.
Overdrive is more of a free-form sort of mode, where you've kind of got the flexibility and freedom to score points how you want. Because ultimately it's all about earning and deploying boosts. Every time you hit that boost button, you're scoring points for your team. And a skill player will try and chain together that boost usage, because the longer the combo you have for your boost, the more points you score, because you get a multiplier. How do you earn boost? It's from getting airtime, taking down opposition, doing barrel rolls, doing tricks, misses. So it's really key for you to build that combo, ignite rush, and that can really be a game changer in terms of points for your team.
There's plenty of tracks to blast through in ONRUSH. How many are there exactly?
There are 12 tracks for you to play across all of the game modes, and each of them's got hundreds of different opportunities to attack the track and get big air, and attack the pack as well to get takedowns.
So we wanted to make sure that every single track had kind of a standout vista, something that looked beautiful and stunning, and then a standout kind of gameplay moment.
We have one track that's at the top of the mountain, but if you play that in the middle of the summer, bright suns, clear skies, and then you can play it in the middle of the night, in the middle of the winter, in a blizzard. So the variety you get becomes massive.
Does the weather affect the dynamic of the vehicles? Does it affect the handling of the vehicles?
It definitely does. If you're in, like, for example, one of the cars that are, rear-wheel drive, they're the ones that are going to slide around the most when you hammer down that throttle. And when it starts to rain, when it starts to snow, you'll start to notice straight away that those vehicles start to slip and slide around the most. Smarter players will often go, right, okay, now actually the weather conditions aren't playing to the strength of this vehicle. I actually need to switch it up.
I think one of the coolest things about the tracks are that they're multi-layered and there's so many different routes you can take. How important was that through the design process to have multi-layered tracks, so it's not just circuit racing?
I'd say it's absolutely essential for ONRUSH because of the Stampede system, because we want to constantly give players opportunities to attack the track to earn more boost, earn rush more quickly, and then also escape the pack for a little while and then jump back in to get that perfect angle of attack for a crushing takedown or a T-bone.
If I was to eliminate all tracks bar one in the game, what would that one be that you would keep?
Whitewater Canyon, because it's probably got the most diverse range of opportunities in a track, or different types of routes. And I think it's also one of those tracks that just looks beautiful in every weather condition and time of day. It just feels like no other track I've driven in any of a racing game.